Welcome. You might be surprised to learn that prophecy and dogs have a deep spiritual connection. Some of the most famous mystics, including Baba Vanga, Nostradamus, and others, spoke about the profound role dogs play in our lives, not just as pets, but as sacred messengers, protectors, and spiritual companions. If you're already a dog owner or are thinking about bringing one into your life, you may look at your furry friend in a whole new light after hearing these extraordinary prophecies. Before we dive into this fascinating subject, I'd love to hear about your dogs. How many do you have, and what are their names? Share a bit about your loyal companion in the comments. I personally adore dogs and treat my 3 as if they were my children. These loyal friends deserve our respect and admiration. While you're here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps us bring more captivating content to you. Let's imagine for a moment. Centuries ago, seers who peered into the mysteries of existence foretold the vital role dogs would play, not just as companions, but as spiritual guardians. One of the most intriguing seers in history, Nostradamus, made numerous predictions that have fascinated people for centuries. Among his many quatrains, one stands out, where he wrote, "When the dog watches the house, the secret will be revealed." This mysterious statement has puzzled many scholars, but some interpret it as a hint that dogs are not just physical protectors of our homes, but also guardians of our spiritual sanctuaries. Nostradamus believed that dogs possess the ability to sense things beyond human perception. Their heightened senses allow them to detect energies, spirits, and even secrets that might go unnoticed by us. Think about it. How many times have you noticed your dog growl or react to something invisible to the human eye? Could it be more than just a random event? Nostradamus suggested that these moments might point to a deeper, possibly supernatural presence, or a hidden matter your dog is trying to alert you to. He also mentioned that dogs act as shields against malevolent forces, protecting their owners from unseen threats. This idea aligns with the belief that dogs not only safeguard our physical homes, but also our souls, offering protection from evil spirits and helping us navigate the afterlife. In various cultural legends, dogs are shown as guides through the spiritual world, watching over us even as we move between life and death. But dogs, according to Nostradamus, are more than protectors. They are secret keepers. Their silent vigilance reflects their ability to guard not just our physical space, but also hidden truths. Consider how often your dog seems to understand your emotions or intentions without a single word. Even without speaking, dogs seem to communicate on a deeper level, almost as if they possess a magical awareness. The next time your dog appears restless or intently focused on something you can't see, remember that it might be sensing something important, something you're unaware of. It's a humbling thought. These creatures, who we often take for granted, could be silently safeguarding us from dangers and secrets we can't comprehend. Looking beyond Nostradamus, we find another fascinating perspective in ancient Hindu teachings. The Vedas, sacred texts from India, offer a spiritual portrayal of dogs that highlights their importance in the spiritual realm. In the Rig Veda, dogs are shown as the companions of Yama, the god of death. These dogs, Shyama and Sabala, are guardians who help guide souls to their final resting place. This concept positions dogs as both protectors in this life and spiritual guides in the afterlife, helping us navigate between worlds. In the Mahabharata, one of India's greatest epics, a dog is shown traveling alongside the hero Yudhishthira as he ascends to heaven. Even though Yudhishthira is offered a place in paradise, he refuses to leave the dog behind. This poignant moment emphasizes the deep, transcendental bond between humans and dogs, highlighting the idea that our canine companions are more than just pets. They are devoted protectors and spiritual allies. These ancient stories remind us that dogs are not just members of our households. They serve as silent protectors, offering loyalty, comfort, and spiritual guidance. Their presence can be a source of strength, particularly in times of uncertainty or transition, reinforcing the idea that dogs are far more significant than we often realize. Think about how your dog responds to your emotions. They join in on your celebrations when you're pleased and provide silent solace when you're unhappy. Not only does this intuitive knowledge demonstrate their devotion, but it also reflects their spiritual bond with us. As a kind of anchor that keeps us rooted, they reflect our spiritual and emotional emotions in many ways. When you gaze into your dog's eyes the next time, keep in mind the old knowledge that regards them as more than simply animals. They serve as quiet protectors, spiritual allies, and guardians of our welfare. They are a blessing because they serve as a reminder of the closer ties we have to the planet. The Vedas describe dogs as devoted companions, protectors, and guides. May these quiet protectors who walk by our sides with unflinching love and loyalty always be treasured and honored. Now, as we continue our exploration of the spiritual meaning of dogs, let's look at a fascinating prophecy from the 12th century. The prophet and Saint Malachy of Ireland is well known for his prophetic prophecies regarding the Pope. However, he saw visions that went beyond the church and addressed the spiritual significance of animals, particularly dogs. Saint Malachy saw a vision of a time when dogs would be essential to the lives of the virtuous, acting as companions and spiritual shields in turbulent times. According to him, dogs are essential companions for those with good intentions. Their unwavering devotion and affection reflected the qualities of the righteous, making them ideal allies for anyone on a road of moral rectitude. The predictions of Saint Malachy frequently dealt with times of upheaval and change. Referring to a period of time related with the number 112, he envisioned dogs as anchors throughout this time, alluding to his well-known prophecy of the popes. He thought that during this time of spiritual difficulties, dogs would prove to be indispensable companions, guiding their people through an uncertain environment. The way in which Saint Malachy depicts dogs as spiritual shields is among the most intriguing features of his worldview. He thought that their presence may shield their owners from evil spirits and harmful energy. Dogs are seen as protectors of the material and spiritual worlds, which is a belief that is in line with many cultural and spiritual traditions. According to many civilizations, dogs are able to detect bad spirits and serve as guardians against them. These conclusions are supported by Saint Malachy's predictions, which imply that our dogs may be far more important to us than we think. However, Saint Malachy's concept went beyond defense. He also thought of dogs as guides who might assist their people find direction and clarity when they were lost. It might be difficult to find time for introspection and tranquility in the fast-paced, chaotic world of today. So this idea is especially pertinent. Dogs are able to remind people of the important things in life because of their peaceful demeanor and capacity for present-moment awareness. They teach us to stay grounded in the face of hardship and to acknowledge the small pleasures in life. Have you ever been so deeply at ease just by being close to your dog? This is not only a coincidence, but rather an expression of their spiritual function as the companions of the pious, according to Saint Malachy. They may provide us comfort and strength, enabling us to face life's obstacles with poise and fortitude. Your faithful dog is the only person you need to turn to for advice or protection the next time. In an uncertain environment, they could be providing you with more than just company. They might be your spiritual raft. Let's look into the mysterious predictions of Baba Vanga, the blind Bulgarian mystic renowned for her supernatural accuracy, as we continue to explore the mystical roles dogs play in our lives. Baba Vanga saw dogs differently than other people. He saw them as sentinels who were sensitive to energies that were beyond our senses. It seemed to her that these faithful animals had a remarkable awareness of spiritual danger. Dogs showed up as guardians and spiritual mentors in her visions. Baba Vanga said that dogs are especially sensitive to what she called shadows. This metaphorically charged phrase denotes evil forces, spiritual disturbances, or unsolved problems that persist in the surroundings. Long before people realized what these shadows were, she thought, dogs could sense them. They were able to identify spiritual disturbances naturally because of their keen senses and intuitive temperament. The dog's presence was not only consoling to Baba Vanga, but also very meaningful. It represented an impenetrable wall against invisible dangers. A fascinating feature of Baba Vanga's vision is her association of the number 7 with dogs. In spiritual traditions, 7 is frequently linked to enlightenment, greater learning, and the search for the truth. According to Baba Vanga, dogs exemplified these traits via their keen awareness and intense loyalty. In her view, they served as mentors, protecting their owners from harmful influences and assisting them in navigating the challenges of life. When we consider how frequently dogs appear to perceive our feelings and offer consolation during trying times, this thought becomes even more poignant. Their spiritual significance is demonstrated by the fact that they were able to establish such a strong connection with us. Later in life, Baba Vanga talked about how the relationship between people and dogs will become even more significant. The world she imagined would be so fast-paced and full of obstacles that people would depend more and more on their canine friends for support and direction. She thought that in a world full of chaos, dogs would be essential in helping their people stay calm and in control. Baba Vanga's insight indicates that if you've ever noticed your dog behaving strangely restless, snarling softly, or looking into an empty corner, these behaviors may be more than just unique occurrences. These may indicate that your dog is seeing things that are not on the surface. A spiritual disturbance or an unresolved energy in your house might be the cause of your dog's behavior, which could be a subtle warning or a call to be aware of the invisible. What does this signify for you and your animal companion then? Baba Vanga says it's important to protect and treasure this special connection. More than simply a pet, your dog serves as a guide, a guardian, and a spiritual ally. You may deepen your awareness of the world around you and cement this relationship by observing their conduct and respecting their place in your life. Consider your dog's role in your life for a moment. Perhaps they are providing you with a link to something far bigger than you can imagine. Known as the Argentine Nostradamus, Benjamin Solari Paravicini left behind a plethora of writings and paintings that have captivated both academics and spiritual seekers. Dogs are symbolically referred to in his paintings as the protectors of a pivotal period in human history. In his predictions, Paravicini frequently mentioned a new era of spiritual enlightenment and the crucial role that dogs will play in helping humanity navigate this transition. One of Paravicini's foretelling drawings showed a dog standing at a door's threshold, its eyes peeled intently toward the horizon. It has been suggested that this motif represents caution and direction. In this sense, the dog is a guardian figure who is keeping watch while mankind enters a new phase of spiritual awareness. For Paravicini, the dog represented the guardian and mentor who helps people navigate through adversity. The dog at the doorway represents the profound change mankind is about to undergo, one that will need direction and safeguarding. Paravicini's idea of dogs serving as spiritual mentors is consistent with other mystics' predictions, confirming the notion that these devoted friends are essential to our spiritual development. What do we learn from these predictions? Since ancient times, people have viewed dogs as friends, guides and guardians. Their spiritual importance, loyalty, and intuition make them much more than pets. Many mystics, including Nostradamus, Baba Vanga, Saint Malachy, and Benjamin Solari Paravicini, believed that dogs were essential to the spiritual world. They are devoted protectors, protecting us from invisible forces, assisting us in overcoming obstacles in life, and assisting us in solving the universe's secrets. Your dog may be a quiet guardian, a spiritual protector, and a travel guide. Keep this in mind the next time you gaze at your dog. Beyond simply providing solace, they are a potent force that may protect you from bad energy, reveal secrets, and lead you to a more promising and enlightened future. As mankind ushered in this new era, these competencies would become even more apparent. His conviction that people and dogs have a symbiotic relationship is among the most persuasive features of Paravicini's perspective. According to him, this connection is a little representation of the greater balance that people need to establish with nature. In this new era, dogs' unwavering devotion and affection serve as a reminder of the values that people need to uphold if they want to prosper. According to Paravicini, we may develop our bonds with these devoted friends and discover more about our own spiritual potential. Furthermore, these predictions foreshadow a period of intense turmoil during which dogs' function as guides and defenders would become even more crucial. In his imagined future, dogs would serve as anchors to assist their people stay centered and grounded in the face of both spiritual and physical difficulties. Many people find solace and security in the company of their dogs during stressful or uncertain times, and this viewpoint is consistent with their experiences. How does Paravicini's vision apply to us now, then? It reminds us that we should value and honor the relationship we have with our dogs. In addition to being our pets, they are also our spiritual companions, providing us with protection, love, and direction. By accepting this connection, we may align with the next age's transforming forces and enter a more peaceful and understanding future. Renowned for his remarkable insights into the spiritual realm, Chico Xavier is one of Brazil's most adored spiritual luminaries. He spread lessons of transformation, love, and hope via his writings and mediumship. Xavier's teachings emphasize the unique significance that animals, especially dogs, play in the spiritual development of humans. He thought that dogs were spiritual pillars as well as friends, guiding their people through the challenges of a changing world. Xavier's lectures frequently focused on the idea of a planetary shift, a time of profound transformation that would alter Earth's physical and spiritual environment. During this period, he thought mankind would encounter both difficulties and chances for development. During these shifts, dogs would be extremely helpful in keeping their owners centered and grounded because of their natural capacity to perceive and react to the energy around them. The idea that dogs may heal was one of Xavier's most moving teachings. He thought that they may help heal emotional scars and offer consolation when things were tough. There are innumerable tales of dogs providing their masters with unwavering love and support, frequently recognizing their needs before they are ever communicated. According to Xavier, this skill demonstrated the canine's spiritual purpose in addition to their emotional intelligence. Xavier also discussed the teachings that dogs may impart to people. They serve as models for the values that mankind has to develop in order to prosper in this new period, including loyalty, patience, and the capacity to live in the present. Xavier felt that we may delve further into the concepts of love, compassion, and connectivity by watching and learning from our canine buddies. He frequently described dogs as quiet instructors that lead people by example and faithfully. During the planetary transition, Xavier also highlighted in his visions the protective function of dogs. Because of their keen senses, he thought, They were particularly sensitive to the spiritual upheavals that frequently precede periods of significant transformation. Dogs were anchors, keeping their owners rooted in a world that may seem more chaotic, whether that was their ability to sense an approaching incident or provide solace during difficult times. Viewing the human-dog tie as a holy connection is one of Xavier's most poignant lessons. He saw this friendship as a manifestation of the love and selflessness that humans are capable of. We not only nurture our canine friends, but also fortify our own spiritual resilience by acknowledging their spiritual worth and providing for them. According to Xavier, this reciprocal interaction was a little representation of how all life is intertwined. Dogs are more than simply pets, as Chico Xavier's observations on their roles provide as a reminder. During a period of significant change, they provide us with spiritual support, protection, and unwavering love. Respecting this connection and accepting the teachings they provide will help us face the difficulties of the planetary transition with bravery and dignity. The American sleeping prophet Edgar Cayce is renowned for his spiritual insights into healing, prophecy, and the invisible world. He called dogs his four-legged guardians, and his lessons on animals in general and dogs in particular are among his most profound. Dogs were more than simply devoted friends to Cayce. They were also stabilizers who provided emotional and spiritual stability at times of upheaval. Amidst individual hardships or worldwide turmoil, dogs possess an ethereal capacity to bring about a sense of tranquility. It appears that their presence produces a serene aura, providing a haven where emotional turmoil might subside. Cayce's association of dogs with the number 4 symbolizes stability and order, reflecting their calming influence on us. 4 represents balance, with its connection to the seasons, cardinal directions, and life structure. Dogs act as emotional anchors, just as the planet relies on these pillars for stability. In moments of stress or overwhelming pressure, your dog often provides silent support, soothing your spirit without a word. They instinctively know when comfort is needed, creating a peaceful refuge. This is their spiritual role, offering grounding and emotional stability during life struggles. Dogs, according to Cayce, are spiritual guardians. Their presence restores balance whether you're feeling drained from work or facing personal hardships. Their quiet support can bring us back to ourselves, easing stress without any effort on their part. Dogs help clear negative energy, offering calm in times of turmoil. Cayce saw dogs not only as companions but as symbols of loyalty, devotion, and unconditional love. They offer us unwavering affection during uncertain times, giving us peace and grounding. In their presence, we often feel more connected to the earth, protecting us from bad energy and restoring equilibrium. After spending time with a dog, many people feel lighter. Whether through quiet companionship, walks, or cuddles, dogs bring a sense of tranquility that helps us navigate difficult situations. Their spiritual connection with us is clear, offering support that transcends words. Dogs are gifts to our spirits, providing us with love, devotion, and protection. As Cayce said, they are more than pets, they are spiritual pillars. Padre Pio, an Italian mystic and Catholic saint, shared a similar view of dogs. He saw them as divine messengers and protectors. One story tells of Padre Pio being saved from danger by a mysterious dog, which appeared just when needed and vanished after the encounter. To Padre Pio, dogs were expressions of God's protection. Padre Pio believed dogs could sense spiritual dangers, offering protection and comfort in ways that humans couldn't. Their loyalty and sensitivity to the unseen world were part of their divine role. Many dog owners report their dogs sensing invisible presences or offering comfort in times of distress, validating this belief. For Padre Pio, dogs exemplified God's love through their unconditional devotion. He saw them as models of selfless love, teaching us the compassion that mirrors God's own love for humanity. Dogs serve as spiritual partners, providing not only protection but also guidance and comfort. In the teachings of both Cayce and Padre Pio, dogs are more than just pets. They are spiritual companions, protectors, and divine messengers. Their bond with us transcends the physical, offering us protection and love, sometimes in the most unexpected ways. Reflect on your relationship with your dog. Have they ever protected or guided you in ways that seemed beyond the ordinary? Share your experiences in the comments, and remember to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the spiritual connections we share with animals.